Revenge complete, and the road goes through Missoula. The Montana Grizzlies didn't just beat South Dakota State, they demolished the dynasty. Over 550 yards of offense and a defense that suffocated the run. And a 50-29 statement that says this team is absolutely a national title threat. And now, the unofficial South Dakota State championship. Number 3, Montana hosting number 11, South Dakota in the FCS Quarterfinal Saturday at Washington's Grizzly Stadium in Missoula, Montana. I'm Nathan Johnston. It's time to break the huddle. What a great matchup we have Saturday afternoon in Missoula. And anytime I think of the town Missoula, I think of the most recent song sang by Zach Top, shout out Zach Top, talking about being out in a show in Missoula, Montana. Beautiful town, beautiful scenery. The stadium, can't get enough of the view. It is just spectacular. Let's talk about what let's talk about what Montana just did to South Dakota State. First win over South Dakota State in the last 3 postseason meetings. That's massive for Montana. Montana now 12-1 and 16th quarterfinal appearance in program history. Got to give a shout out to the Montana Grizzlies. Hawk earns his 150th win at Montana. What a career. What a career. I can't say enough about that. Now, when we talk about the recap of the game, 552 total yards of offense, most since Indiana State in September. Ah Yat, 360 yards passing, 4 touchdowns, 29 of 37, best of his career. He's looking to build off of that. A very, very well-known guy to me, Eli Gilman. We talked extensively about this guy's ability to run last year, and man, he's done an impressive job this year again. I can't believe the numbers that this guy is able to put up. 135 yards, 2 touchdowns, moves to 4th all-time in Montana rushing history, which is just insane. The fact that he's 4th overall and the stats that he's put up tells you everything you need to know about the history of Montana's run ability. Michael Wortham, 147 all-purpose yards, 8 of 8 receiving, highlight touchdown. The one-handed catch in the end zone. Unreal. Montana now holds program records for points in a season, which is 540 and 74 touchdowns. And then defensively, held South Dakota State to 61 rushing yards, which is just insane if you know anything about South Dakota State and their ability to run the ball. They thrive on it. Second fewest all year. Forced Chase Mason into 356 yards, but 2 picks under constant pressure. Solomon T, as I'll pronounce it, 5 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, 1 sack. Best game of his season. So again, as we look at these stats, guys, Montana is peaking at the right time, just like Georgia, just like some of these other schools like Indiana, playing their best ball in December, and that's a force to be reckoned with. Keon Loud returns, reshapes the secondary, helps Lawler post 7 tackles plus 2 pass breakups. Incredible. And then special teams spark. Something we don't get to talk about much in FBS, but in FCS, a little bit more clear on tape. Ian Finch blocks a punt, rattles South Dakota State's punter all day long. You block a punt, it's going to shift the mindset of the punter. It's going to make him think twice every time he gets back there. And Montana has done just that. Montana's average starting field position at their own 37. Incredible. Let's talk about the key story of the game for South Dakota coming in hot. South Dakota 10-4, 6-2 in the Mountain Valley Football Conference, fresh off of a 47-0 demolition of Mercer. Mercer obviously coming off of a great year themselves. I believe they were 9-1 or 8-2 when they played Auburn. Then they go in and get demolished by South Dakota. Winners of 5 straight. This is their 3rd straight playoff trip and first under Travis Johansson as head coach. Shout out to Travis Johansson and the ability of his coaching to get this South Dakota this South Dakota State ready to go in the quarterfinals. One of the biggest storylines of this game for South Dakota is quarterback Aidan Bouman, the headliner. New South Dakota career passing yards leader, over 9,000 passing yards in his career. Incredible. 66 career touchdown passes, 11 in his last 3 games. Only South Dakota quarterback with 1,000-plus playoff passing yards. And then obviously we can't not mention their elite running back, Phillips Jr., over 1,800 yards rushing, ranked number 1 in all of FCS, needs 115 more yards for the South Dakota single-season record. I think he's going to get it on Saturday. Averages 132 yards per game and 6.62 yards per carry. Guys, if you're averaging 6.6 yards per carry, you're doing something right. And then the team trends for South Dakota. Undefeated when scoring first, 7-0. Undefeated when leading at halftime, 7-0. Undefeated when 0 turnovers, 7-1. 7-0, I should say, excuse me. Undefeated when 150-plus yard rusher takes the field, 5-0. And undefeated when a 100-yard receiver hits the field, 5-0. If they play clean, efficient, ball control football, then they will win this football game. And those are the type of teams that travel. Let's talk about the matchup. Montana's firepower versus South Dakota's efficiency. Montana's strength. Well, they rank top 10 in passing offense, 286 yards per game. They rank top 5 in offense, total offense, 460 yards per game. And Ah Yat playing the best football of his career right now. Gilman plus Wortham on the other side of the ball, on the same side of the ball, give you a thunder and lightning balance few FCS defenses can handle. And that's exactly right. Home field advantage. Montana is 8-0 versus South Dakota in Missoula. And South Dakota hasn't beaten Montana since 1965 in Missoula. That's insane. 1965 was the last time South Dakota beat Montana in Missoula. Montana's weakness, though, passing defense. They give up 263 yards per game, ranked 115th nationally. And Bouman just torched Mercer plus SIU for 11 touchdowns in 3 weeks. So that's something to keep an eye on. South Dakota strengths. Elite turnover-free football. 8 games with 0 turnovers. Phillips Jr. plus Fletcher give them a physical run identity. But I'm telling you one thing. Eli Gilman is a physical runner, too. I've seen him in action. Bouman is experienced. 45 career starts, multiple playoff runs. Defense produces 10-plus pass breakups from cornerback Mikey Munn alone. South Dakota's vulnerability, they've been inconsistent in stopping explosive plays. They've got to stop Montana's ability to thrive on them. And they struggle when forced into catch-up mode and away from balance. Montana gets ahead in this one. It's going to be rough sledding, no pun intended, for South Dakota. Now, let's talk about the keys to victory. Keys to victory for Montana. Number 1, start fast. South Dakota is undefeated when leading at half. Number 2, explosive plays again. Wortham plus Rocker plus Deck must stretch the field. Number 3, stop Phillips Jr. Phillips under 120 yards rushing is a massive advantage for Montana. Number 4, pressure Bouman. Tualapua, I don't know if I pronounced that right. And the edge group must replicate last year. And number 5, win special teams. Finch flipping field position is an X factor in this one. For South Dakota, the 5 keys to victory. Number 1, control the ball. 32 to 34 minutes of possession neutralizes Montana's tempo. Number 2, protect Bouman. If he's upright, Montana's pass defense can be exploited. Number 3, limit Gilman's early touches. That's a big factor for them. Force Montana into 3rd and long. Get him behind the sticks. Number 4, win turnover margin. They are 7-1 without a turnover. Number 5, score early. If South Dakota scores first, They're in their comfort zone. It's going to be hard for Montana to get back in it. My final take for this game, guys, this game comes down to two things. Number one, explosive playmakers and environment. Washington Grizzly Stadium in December is a different animal. We talked about it with Montana State in Bozeman, Montana. Now we're in Missoula, Montana. Two dominant places to play at, and the crowd is going to be wild. Montana's offense is peaking. Ah Yat is dialed in, and they have too many weapons for South Dakota to keep pace for 4 quarters. Give me Montana 31-24. The Grizzlies advance to the semifinals in the FCS, and the title window stays wide open. Got to be a great matchup, though. South Dakota got a great team. Montana's got a great team. 3:30 ABC kickoff prime time in Washington Grizzly Stadium in Missoula, Montana. Drop your score prediction down below. Let us know who comes out on this one on top. Hit that subscribe button. Help us get to 1,000 subs. Really appreciate all the support so far. And be sure to check us out Saturday afternoon for this game and the Army-Navy game, where we will be giving in-game live commentary and analysis for both games. You won't want to miss out. We'll see you Saturday at 3:30. It's time to break the huddle.